Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Pitch Invaders podcast. I am your host, Max, and I am here with Amir again. Amir, how are you?
I'm good,
We are,
Max. How are you?
I guess we are your hosts.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Are you? Again, I'm gonna ask you. I'm probably gonna ask you that question every week at this point.
Oh, you like if I could respond with a GIF like right now, it would be the kid that like they ask him, "How's your first day of school?" and then he's laughing and he's excited and then he starts crying. So that's how I'm feeling.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
excited for the Premier League, not excited for the result.
Oh man, it's not. It's good to watch every other team but Liverpool right now, honestly.
Well, I hope you're not looking at the table after that Manchester United and Everton game because you keep going.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Wow.
Yeah,
Can you
we're gonna
believe
have to talk about that.
we're 7 points from relegation?
Well, you're not gonna get to that point,
I
hopefully,
know.
but
Anytime Liverpool's lower than Manchester United, it's a very, very concerning thing. So,
yeah.
um,
But
it has
where
been
do you want to start?
I think there's no better place to start. And you know, I'm gonna do something that we usually don't do, but let's start out of order. I want
Okay.
to start with the only big game, technically, of the weekend, which is the London Derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham. You you, like many people, thought it was going to be a difficult game and it wasn't going to be as easy, but man, like Arsenal absolutely tore Tottenham apart, dude.
They definitely showed that they are the best team in the world, or maybe second to best to Bayern. I don't know. We're gonna
Yeah.
see that tomorrow or on Wednesday.
Are they
But
playing Bayern? I didn't even realize.
they're playing each other. Yeah,
That's going to be
so
crazy.
it's gonna be a big game.
Harry Kane is going to be pissed.
To be honest, it's I thought Tottenham could give him some challenge, but
Yeah, not even close. Dude.
even with not playing with Gabriel, I mean, not having Odegaard in the starting line, Martinelli's bench, they were able to get 3 goals from open play, I think, or all 4 goals from open play.
Yeah.
So
None of the
they
goals were from a
showed,
corner today.
yeah, they showed that they can still do it, and they're the best candidates to win the league.
100%. They're so full of confidence. I
Yeah.
mean, they did not look scared at all.
I could see it.
Even when they conceded that crazy goal from Richarlison, there was not even a
Yeah.
shadow of a doubt that there's any worry. Like they have full confidence, and like I can see like family kind of relationship. Like
I hate
whenever
it.
they score, Arteta's celebrating with the players and the like.
Yeah.
It brings me back to the TV show because the TV show shows you how he's trying to build that connection. Yeah, Eze, dude. Wow.
Did you see the press conference before the game when they asked
No.
Thomas Frank about regretting not signing Eze?
He said,
And
"Who's
he's
Eze?"
like, who's
who?
Eze? Eze showed him.
Dang, bro, he responded in a bad way.
Apparently, Thomas Frank didn't know Eze was part of the starting lineup. That he just
Oh
left
my
him
god,
non-marked at this
that's
point.
hilarious, bro. The shot, he looked great. He looked great today.
Yeah.
So threatening, and the shots, the strength in his shots, amazing. Trossard is having a fantastic season as well. I mean, I really thought this guy was out, but that just shows you the rotation, like the ability that whoever's in form comes in, and they have the ability to rotate. Some teams do not have the luxury to do that. Like
He's
Liverpool don't
actually
have
a
the
starter now.
luxury. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
deserves it, 100%.
he scores a goal almost every time he starts now, and in big games he makes a difference.
Yeah,
And Martinelli even comes from the bench like fired up, and he is ready to get the team. So,
yeah.
like you said, they have that sense of family now and
And
togetherness,
Madueke,
which you hate to see.
yeah, right. Madueke's back. They had it wasn't really a crazy game for Henkapi, if I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Henkapi,
Yeah.
but still, like he came in and they did pretty good. I mean, it will be an official challenge when it happens in Bayern tomorrow,
Yeah,
but like I still think for coming in and doing that, he did good.
definitely a good start for a tough week because they
Yeah,
play Bayern midweek and then they play Chelsea this
yeah,
coming
that's
weekend.
who are in
But
second. Chelsea's in second right now.
or right now in second place. But sitting with 29 points at the top of the table, and your closest
It's a big
opponent,
deal.
Chelsea, at 23 points. It
Yeah.
definitely gives them a lot of confidence.
Can you imagine? Wow, this gap could be even, what is that? 9 point gap potentially if Manchester City lose as well. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah, if Arsenal beats Chelsea, we're going to be talking almost, yeah, like you said, 9 points gap. And
insane.
hopefully Manchester City has an easy game coming up. So we're
Who you
playing Leeds
guys?
United. So hopefully
Yeah.
we're gonna go to second place, but it's still a very big
Yeah.
gap to try
And
to
you,
catch up with Arsenal.
and you guys are on 4 losses, which
Oh,
is
come on. You're
so that
not counting. You're
I'm
not
not. No,
counting
no,
the
no.
losses.
Liverpool's is out of this by far, but still,
Since you mentioned that statistical, like,
the
whatever,
5 and 6 things.
you haven't won a game. You haven't won a single game since.
I backfired. I wanted to ask you something that the two Robbies brought up. Does Odegaard even have a spot to come into this team anymore? Like, can he even come into the starting lineup right now?
I don't even see it, because Eze offers a
Zubamendi and
lot more.
Rice, and even if he drops back to like a CM CDM, Zubamendi and Rice look amazing. Like,
Yeah, you cannot take them out of the field.
yeah,
And the pairing is very strong. Both of them know their responsibility on the field, and I don't think you should separate them. I think it's going to be a rotation between Eze and Odegaard, which I
yeah,
think from a form perspective, probably
Eze,
Odegaard. Sorry, Eze is,
yeah,
yes,
and he
is
has the
in a
goal
much better
threat.
form.
He has the
Yeah,
goal threat that Arsenal fans and Arsenal team has been craving for Odegaard to do, and you've never seen Odegaard score a hat trick. You know,
he
that's a whole new element that Eze brings right now.
and he's more direct. Like, he doesn't like pass the ball around a lot to try to find
Yeah,
like opening.
100%.
He's a good dribbler. He has good shots. He takes the risk, and he gives that team what they need.
Yeah. Well, we could spend all the time talking about Arsenal. How about we just briefly talk about Tottenham? We don't need to spend a lot
Where
of time, but
Well, now they dropped to ninth place.
they're in bad form right now. And
Yeah,
Thomas Frank is under a lot of pressure.
he is. Um,
The
out
big
of the
thing is
five
like,
last,
yeah, go.
I was gonna say, out of the last 5 games, they lost 3, they drew 1, and won 1. So that's not a good record if you want to probably play in Europe next year.
Yeah, 4-1 also in the London Derby
Yeah,
is a score line. That's kind
it
of
is.
another thing. I was gonna say the big thing is we're not seeing a system yet. Like I'm not really seeing what they're trying to do. What's their style of play? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Is it just give the ball to Van de Ven and hope he runs like across the field or what? You know, like
I feel at the beginning of the season they were really focusing on defense, at least,
yeah,
which was a good idea. But then they realized really quickly that they also struggle in attack. Richarlison was okay at the beginning of the season, but he's not the man that you can depend on to build a team that can play in like Champions League or in Europe.
yeah.
So I feel like they realized that quickly and tried to change it again, which now backfired. And also they are playing in mini competitions. I feel like playing in Champions League is not doing them a favor at this point,
Mm-hmm.
because now they're at risk of losing players to injury, to
100%.
knock, and players are
Yeah.
tired.
Their
There's a lot
squad
of
is not
fatigue
deep
factor.
enough. Their squad's not deep enough for 2 tournaments
Yeah.
or however many tournaments
Or
are in Europe.
actually
Yeah.
4 tournaments
Four
if you
if you
think
include
about
it.
it, right?
FA Cup
Yeah.
and yeah, EFL Cup. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't think they're ready for that challenge yet. I think they will still continue with Thomas Frank, but knowing the owners, they if they don't like him at this point, or if they see that there is no point of keeping him, they'll probably sack him, even if he wins a tournament.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you're always hoping that people get sacked, bro. That's always your prediction.
I'm just pointing the spotlight where it should be.
Oh man. It doesn't get easier for them, dude. They have PSG on Wednesday, and then they have Fulham, which is not too bad, but then they have Newcastle and Brentford. So it's not like they have any super easy games, you know. Well, I don't know if any
So
game is considered easy for them, but I mean, I don't know. Going to
you never
Newcastle and
know.
PSG though is not
We're gonna talk about Newcastle in a little bit, but
We will. Yes.
do you want to go to that game now?
Yeah, how about we just jump to that one? I'll let you start first.
I call this game the scandal.
What?
Have you seen the game, or like have you heard the news about like all of what happened from the ref?
No. Was there a
It
canceled
actually
goal?
was. Well, there the Newcastle was second goal. It was suspected to be an offside, which
You're talking about the
that's
player in front of the goalkeeper? Or
yeah.
no?
No, not the player in front of the goalkeeper. So the the Newcastle second goal, the player that hit the ball first, I think it was Bruno Guimaraes, he was offside. But when they checked the VAR or VAR and they did like they drew the lines and they did the semi whatever like technology, so it showed that Ruben Diaz was covering him, but from his elbow or like that part, which is considered a handball per the rules. So they
Okay.
didn't even draw the lines correctly. And the way they had Ruben Diaz like figure like or the 3D figure in the picture, it's as if they just like shifted him slightly to try to get it right. And then it counted as a goal, but it was like all over the media that
Yeah.
this probably should have been
Kofta
an
alert.
offside. And Man City deserved two penalties at least. There were really tough challenges, and there was a clear handball. It was a very physical game, I would say. Out of the like, I cannot say Man City didn't play well. We had our
Yeah.
chances. Maybe we were too soft, missing some of the chances too. And that's the thing that Newcastle really focuses on, like especially if they're playing at home, is bringing that physical aspect of the game. They really get the players out of their mental like stability, and they actually drag you to a fight in the field, and they put a lot of pressure on the refs. And
Yeah.
this is where they probably have won the game when they cause the Man City players to lose focus quickly. And that second half, they were very strong. They defended very well. I want to point out one thing though. It's about Man City's like players that came from the bench. So Man
Okay.
City subbed on Savinho, Oscar Bob, and
Reinders and
uh,
Marmoush.
Reinders and Marmoush. I would probably exclude Reinders from that list. But the other three, Marmoush, Savinho, and Oscar Bob, when they came in, you can see a huge difference between them and the players that started in terms of quality.
Mm.
And maybe in terms of adapting to Pep's new system, because you can quickly sense that they are out of the system. Maybe that's why they are being benched and coming off the bench. But they still couldn't make a difference. I feel like
Yeah.
they didn't add much because at this point when they came on, like I think we started making ourselves around like the 70th minute. Newcastle have already like started defending really hard.
Yeah.
I probably want to say like shout out to Donnarumma for keeping us in the game for the
Yeah.
longest time. He made a lot of saves.
Yeah, Voltamata and I mean the team like Newcastle was definitely threatening. And their defense
They
was
were.
physical. I mean, I saw some blocks like from like Shar and stuff against
Yeah.
Holland. So like I mean, they definitely blocked Holland. They had Holland in their pocket, right?
Holland had an easy chance at the beginning of the game. I think in the second minute or something, it was a one-on-one that he just wasted. I mean, Nick Pope rushed him to make a decision quickly. I think he caught him by surprise,
Yeah.
but he could have done a better job maybe and give us an early lead. I cannot blame him. I think Newcastle deserved the win. They really knew how to. They deserved it.
So is this a bump on the road, or is this going to be the kind of season it is, just up and down? You guys are not unstoppable, undefeatable like the past seasons.
It's hard to say. I
'Cause you
mean,
guys
four
were
losses.
you guys were on fire. You guys didn't lose
Yeah.
in the past 4 games. I mean, Aston Villa 4 games in all competition, but the past
So
2 games in Premier League you won.
yeah, but if you look at our overall form, it's still been up and down. Like in the
Yeah,
last 5 games, you lose 2 games out of five. It's not a good record.
yeah,
Um, I think we're still adapting. to a new system, which I'm hoping now that there are no internationals until February, the players can adapt quickly and pick it up. And even like I want to see the bench players pick it up too, because if any of the stars get injured,
They need to be
you need
ready
these
to come right in.
they they need to come in and make a difference, and makes you like feel like there is no change in the team. But I think it will help us now that we're playing every 3 days until like January or something. And I think the players will pick it quickly, and maybe we'll get on a winning tally, hopefully, for like a good number of games.
I still think you have a couple losses in you, and then statistically, you guys are out of it.
You just want to give the league to Arsenal at this point?
I want to just drag you down with us.
I will. At least I'm playing in Europe next year.
Whoa, we're gonna win the Champions League. That's how we're gonna qualify.
Okay.
Right?
That's
We
a
beat
good
Real
plan.
Madrid, bro. We have a good plan.
Yeah, that's a good plan for sure.
Okay. Anything else on that game?
I think Newcastle also has been confusing. If you ask me, they're
Yeah.
in 14th place.
You wouldn't expect that kind of win from a team that lost against Brentford and West Ham 3-1.
Yeah, they've been inconsistent, so it's hard to say like where they're gonna end the season. But hope maybe this game against City would give them a pump and they can start winning games. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay. How was the last thing I would ask is how did it look seeing Voltemada and Holland, like two really tall guys, strikers? Did they have any battles or any confrontations?
No, honestly, I think that both defense from both teams have done a good job at least blocking these two. We haven't seen much from them,
Okay.
but Voltemada had I think one or two chances which Donnarumma saved,
Yeah.
which was really good. Holland didn't do much in this game. Actually, he probably I've seen him defending more than
Really?
attacking. I want to
Okay.
say there were parts of the game where I see Holland like in the box, like chasing the Newcastle players, like
Yeah.
defending, which also is another part of the game that developed in him, and I really liked.
This is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, that I've seen a consistent lineup from Manchester City. I'm so
We've been
used to the Pep
yeah.
roulette of players getting dropped every other game and like rotated and stuff. I haven't seen this consistent of a lineup since I can remember.
So I think we've been playing with this lineup since the Bournemouth game
That's
before we played you guys.
yeah.
So at least that's 3 games now. And if Pep is not rotating, it tells you the state of the bench, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. You don't think he
Yeah.
has just confidence in the lineup? Is that the reason?
He has confidence in the lineup, but he doesn't have confidence in the players on the bench to do the same job.
Well, that's kind of bad,
So
right?
it is bad. And I can see it very quickly. Once these players came on, the way they were making decisions on the field,
Well, doesn't he need
you
to?
can,
I mean, he needs to rotate players so there's no injuries.
yeah.
I mean, he's not doing much rotation.
We have enough players to do a rotation. Like I think we might see a rotation in the Champions League this week. Yeah, I don't even know who we're playing.
You guys play
Let's see.
Bayern Leverkusen. Should be easy.
Yeah, so it should be an easy game.
You'll have Marmoush start. Probably not. You guys never start him. Kusanov, I don't think he'll. I know Stones and
Maybe
Ake.
we
And
could
I
see Kusanov. Yeah, we
think
could
so.
see Kusanov. We could see
Definitely
Stones.
Stones for sure. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Savinio,
Reinders definitely.
Reinders. I
Yeah.
don't. Maybe we'll see Marmoush
We'll see.
if Pep likes him.
I don't know. I feel like Holland is gonna be like lips is licking over like playing a German team. He's
Yeah.
ready to score like 4 goals.
And Marmoush too, if you think about it.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to the game that I didn't want to talk about. Liverpool lose again 0-3 against
To
Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest.
And I thought the game against Manchester City was the worst one. And I feel like I'm just getting beat every time. The game is just getting worse and worse. Man, I could talk about this team. I could just cry, you know? There's so many problems from begin to end. I mean, McAllister, Konate. The defense is the biggest problem. We're leaking so many goals, and the attack is so disjointed. And I feel like it's a broken record. We talk about this every time. But against Nottingham Forest, I really expected a goal. I expected more than that. Like 3-0 is humiliating. That's humiliating, honestly. Not even getting a goal. And I mean the stats is even worse. What did we have? Let's see. It says we had 4 shots on target. I don't, they had six. See, they had 7. They had 3 shots on target. So I mean, not a crazy stat, but the fact that they had 3 shots on target and 3 goals, it
Yeah,
just tells you something. You know,
you
Isak
guys
had
are
two
struggling.
touches. Isak had 2 touches in the box and
I,
zero
I was gonna
shots.
mention that. Yeah,
That's shocking, dude. That is
you
disgusting.
spend
And
150 million on a striker, and yeah, you're unable to give him the ball
two
or create
shots, yeah.
chances for him.
I mean, that's another problem. I think that he in Newcastle, he was the focal point. The ball always goes to him. And I know it's going to take time for him maybe to change the system. It's not like he is the focal point. There's other attacking threats. They can give it to Salah, they
Mhm.
can give it to the wing to Gakpo. So it's not always going to go to him. So he has to kind of chase the ball sometimes. And but regardless, even with that, Ekitike comes in and he's already threatening, like instant. So for me,
Mhm.
there's not even a doubt that Isak gets dropped. But honestly, the biggest problem is not the goals right now. The biggest problem is the defense. I would be okay with getting 0-0s right now. I would be okay with getting 1-0s of Kofta goals. But keeping clean sheets for me is the biggest urgency. And bro, Konate's time it's time for him to go, man. His time has
What
passed.
was he? He was subbed out. Was it because of an injury or a
No,
tactical
tactical,
decision?
tactical. He was
Really?
subbed out for an attacker. What was it? What was the sub? Yeah, Ekitike came on for Kanate. We went to a back three, I
Wow.
guess. And
You played Gravenberg as a center back.
yeah, I mean, we've done that before,
Yeah.
dude. There was a clip of him smiling a little. He had a little smirk when he was coming off. Like, bro, piss me off, dude. He's pissing me off.
Mm, that's annoying.
He was at fault I'm trying to remember correctly, he was at fault for one of the goals. Robertson came on for Kirkez, and Robertson was at fault for the third goal. And he got beat, and like this is just the kind of stuff that just frustrate me.
Yeah.
We need some big changes. It frustrates me that I'm hearing Semenyo is who we're getting linked to. Like, stop wasting money on attackers, man. We need to bulk up our defense. Like, if I get another attacker, I will be so pissed.
Well, they asked Arne Slot before the game, and they asked him, "Are you going for a defender in the winter?" And he was like, "No, we got 3 defenders. They're really
Yeah,
good, and
Gravenberch
we
and
have Gravenberg and Endo that can play as center backs." And
I don't know
do you
why we do this, man. We did this
do you
when
think he
Klopp was
realized
there
the
too.
problem?
Does he realize the problem?
Does he?
I mean, he's an idiot if he doesn't know. The job should be like I, I don't know how it's complicated. Like just the problem. There's too many problems right now. I don't know where to start. I think like Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez needs to come in. I think you need some more solidity in defense. I know we're always trying to like focus on the attack, but maybe we need to change the system up. Maybe we need to go to like a 4-5-1. I don't know. I mean, just go a
Hmm.
little bit out of the ordinary. But like, if this 4-3 is not really working, maybe we need to, drop the two midfielders more. McAllister has been kind of not good. He has not been playing good. Maybe it's time to put Endo in. I just think there's changes that could be done that could help the team out. And like focusing on defense, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if he knows the problem. He just keeps saying it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever in his press conferences. But at the same time,
You know,
you know, there's no wins.
you know what's you know what's not gonna last forever?
Him, him, yeah. If I say it every time, man. January is coming soon. Transfer
January is too
window.
late.
Transfer window.
If you keep losing and you keep Arne Slot until January,
I don't think
it's too late.
I do not think we were gonna keep losing. I do not think so. But the matter of the choice is he has to make some hard decisions. He has to make some hard
Yeah,
decisions. He should not be playing Isak. Gakpo looked out of it. I mean, there's certain things that like you need if you need to drop Salah, do it, man. Like I don't know what needs to take. Maybe it's time that some tough decisions are made. You know, like I don't know if he's really been doing that much. Like Ekitike
yeah,
starting getting dropped makes no sense to me when all his form has shown. I know I'm not focusing on that, but like that's just one easy example of that. Isak comes in, we continue to say he's not fully fit, all of this, that, and then he has 68 minutes with 2 touches in the box and 0 shots. Ekitike comes in and creates a chance instantly. Like for me, there's no question about it. You know, same thing
yeah,
for Vert, and like I don't know. Yeah, it's that loss stings the most. That loss stings the most.
yeah. And you've seen a lot this year already.
Yeah, we went from 6 games unbeaten to 6 games losing streak.
Yeah. I want to say, I think there are two things that you guys really need to focus on. Well, now teams can sense that you have a huge weakness in defending
Yeah,
set pieces and long balls, and they are capitalizing on that for sure. So that's one thing you guys
that's
really
true.
need to focus on at this team. The second piece, I feel like the players, because of their confidence is very low, they are very rushed on the field and making decisions. I don't think like even if you have possession of the ball and it seems like you are trying to attack, you're not really doing anything on the field. Like you cannot sense any danger.
Yeah,
And I think Arne could probably benefit from trying to slow the rhythm a bit, even if you control the ball for like the longest time.
yeah,
But at least when you control the ball for the longest time, like the other team that are trying to defend you, they get bored as well. They will start to come out of their places and they will start to attack you or pressure you. And this is where you can find like the easy gaps for your players to come in.
yeah.
Salah is definitely, this is his worst season, but I don't think I can blame him just
We
because I
can't.
don't
Yeah,
think the system that Arne Slot is trying to play with is working for anyone anyway.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there are a lot of problems.
yeah. I don't like pointing out individual players, and I can't blame fully him. But I agree with you. I think getting some more control, slowing it down, watching out for
Yeah,
those counter attacks and those long balls that we keep losing out to because we do not have the pace anymore to catch up with these players. Yeah, and then the mistakes like, you know, the mistakes of like players cutting in and, you know, passing it across and all. I feel like I've seen this so many times that we keep losing, we keep letting in the crosses on the wings or players cut in so easily outside
yeah.
the wings and cut in and make a pass or make a shot and it's just like it's on repetition in addition
Yeah.
to, you know, yeah, it's just oof. Okay.
Well, I don't want to scare you, but you play West Ham next week.
Is that
More long balls, more
oh
set
gosh.
pieces.
And Callum Wilson just scored a brace too.
Yeah.
And then we play Sunderland. So yeah, it's gonna get worse and worse. Okay.
No. Hopefully you guys can get a tie.
Let's hope
I
so.
cannot wish for you to get a
Can you
sorry, dude.
believe? Can you believe? This is probably the worst time for me to go visit and attend the actual Liverpool game. Can you imagine? I attend a game in person and they lose like 3-0, bro. I'm gonna. Oh my gosh, I will cry.
Which game are you planning to go?
Brighton, Liverpool versus Brighton at home.
Brighton. I
Can
think
you
you guys
imagine?
might win this game
My God, if Igor
because
scores,
Brighton
like
don't play.
I will be an actual pitch invader. I will invade and slap Slot in the face. I promise you. You'll see me on camera. You'll see me on the highlights.
You should hand him the fire him on the spot.
And I'll create a report and give it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay. Let's quickly talk about the other 2 games, real quick. Chelsea versus Burnley. Pedro Neto, who I got him on fantasy. Instead of you,
Oh
Pedro
yeah, you
Neto.
got pissed. Yeah, that's true.
I dropped Enzo
I thought you
Fernandez. I
said
mean, if you want him,
I thought you were gonna say Joao Pedro.
no, 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 no.
They're
If you
also
want, if you want Enzo Fernandez, take him, bro. I'm sick of him. He scored a goal too, but yeah,
yeah.
they look good. I mean,
But
they're back to
to,
scoring.
in second place, they needed that before a big game against Arsenal. So
Oh
they
yeah, true.
either closed the gap or they just
Yeah,
dropped to third place because City's winning against Leeds. But
yeah.
it was good to see Liam Delap back in the starting lineup, but he didn't really contribute much. I
He's
think
still
he's still
struggling, man.
coming
Yeah,
back
he's
from
still
injury.
struggling. Do you blame it on the injury?
Yeah,
You
certainly.
really?
I think the injury has something to do with it, but you could see the team more comfortable with having a target man up
Okay.
front because they have a focus. They are able. The team is more fluid. I want to say in
Yeah.
build up from what I have seen. Of course, like against Burnley, you cannot really measure that. You probably will start to see more against Arsenal and see if they can play better. But the team was. I felt like they were more comfortable
He
in
did
attack
some
and in
uh
build up.
he did some interesting rotation. He dropped Caicedo, Garnacho, and Estevao. They didn't
Yeah.
even come off the bench.
They also have a big midweek game against Barcelona.
Okay. Well, that
So
explains it.
they play Barcelona and then they play Arsenal. So two big games.
Okay. So good team
Yeah.
management then. Never mind. I don't know how we
But
ever
Reece
doubted this guy.
James, he's good. I think they probably one of the rare decisions that the board has made, and it actually was right, is firing Pochettino and bringing Maresca. Because like from the first season, you can see the difference and you can see the effect.
Yeah.
Um, but I was going to point out that Reece James got out because of an injury, I believe.
Was
So
it?
that's a big hit.
Dude, that pissed me
He was
off.
subbed out on the.
That's the reason that I lost to Christian. Is because Reece James got subbed out and I got 1 point instead of the clean sheet, 6 points. This guy.
Hold on, is he injured?
I thought it was
I thought he got
tactical.
subbed out because of an injury. Yeah,
It was
it was
tactical.
tactical.
See, that's even worse. The captain
Well,
got.
good team management. He's keeping him from Barcelona.
You think so? I just thought he was
Yeah,
just crap, and that's why he got rid of him. Um, okay.
yeah.
Well, I
But I
mean that.
think the team. Sorry, go.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I think there's a lag. We're gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, it's okay. I think the team is like being in second place. It really shows that they are doing a lot of work. I feel like Chelsea is probably one of the consistent teams. They're not losing a lot. They might be tying more games than winning, or like there's a balance between winning and losing,
Yeah.
winning and tying, but they're not losing as much.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how they play against Arsenal. That's the big test, to be honest. So
Yeah,
let's see if they're even up for this title race, or they just happen to be in second place. You know.
we'll see.
Uh
If they beat Arsenal, it will only be a 3 points gap.
oh wow.
So
Yeah, that's crazy. Can you? My gosh, man, you're
that's
creating
quite
all these
crazy.
like spicy scenarios. I'm liking it. Okay,
I like it. I hope they beat Arsenal.
yeah, of course. Okay, let's quickly just quickly talk about Manchester United versus Everton. Manchester United lost to a 10-man Everton. They had a red card in the 13th
Everton.
minute. The 13th. So they played 77 minutes with 10 men, and Manchester United lost. That's hilarious.
and Idrissa Gana Gueye.
Yeah, he had his headbutting Michael Keane or something. Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, how pissed are you?
What?
How pissed are you if you're David Moyes? Like, how pissed are you if you're the club that your own teammate got a red card back fighting another teammate? Like, this guy might get sold.
Well, because they got a win, I don't think they would care. But
That's true.
if they had lost, yeah, it would have been a different.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the game or the goal, but I don't know. Did you see the goal? I
I
didn't.
didn't
Yeah.
watch. No, I didn't watch anything. But it just it puts Manchester United again in a tough place. Being in 10th place and not being able to win after they were like unbeaten for like 5 games
Yeah.
up until this game, right?
Yeah.
So they won 2, they tied 2, and now they lost 1.
Back to reality.
Exactly. I think hopefully, I don't know, man. They play Crystal Palace next week, so they might lose another game on the way.
It does help them that they're not in a like a European competition, so they at least can try to work out things. I feel that
But
does
also,
help.
like, it should give them motivation to try to keep winning because
Yeah.
they're the team that rests the most. So they like all the players should be fit. There shouldn't be any injury problem. They should be spending more time in training. But
Agreed.
I think it's still they still struggle with keeping clean sheets, scoring goals,
Yeah.
keeping it under control.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see how they play against Crystal Palace next week. We'll see if they win.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip the break, and we're actually just gonna jump straight into the prediction. Are you good with that, Amir?
Yeah. I'm okay
Okay.
with that.
We will. So currently, I'm still beating Amir. I'm sure. I'll have the updated numbers, but I'm sure I'm still beating Amir because it was a 10-point gap. I don't know if you got any
But
right.
it's probably a 5 point gap now.
Yeah, in your
I know
dreams, bro.
I know I got one game right
You
with
did?
the score
Okay.
at least.
I might have got
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Tottenham. I don't know if I said 3-1, 4-1, so I might have been 3-1.
I think you said
Okay.
3-1.
Okay. Let's see how we do this weekend. Let's go ahead and start Saturday, November 29th. Brentford versus Burnley. I can start since you have Manchester City next.
Okay.
I say Brentford wins this easily, and I will go with 2-1.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a tie. I'm actually gonna say 1-1.
1-1. I wonder how Brentford's record. Oh, well, they did lose to Brighton. Yeah, okay. It looks like they're up and down.
Yeah.
Okay. Manchester City, an easy game against Leeds United. Hit me, Amir. 4-0. Okay.
Yes.
Trying to see how bad I want to do the score. I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
I was thinking 5-1, but I don't even think
scoring a hat trick.
No, Marmoush score. I'm just kidding. Yeah, right. No, yeah, Haaland. Let's go with
Yeah.
Haaland. Let's give him my
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sunderland versus Bournemouth. That's a very good game if Bournemouth is in form, but they have been in pretty caca
Yeah.
form the past 3 games. So I do not think Bournemouth would change things around. I'll go with a Sunderland win actually. And I'm gonna go with Sunderland 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the tie, actually.
I thought about
And
that.
I'm gonna say
Big score. I don't know. Bournemouth have been kind of dry. They did score 2 goals though against West Ham, so I guess they still have some spice in there. But okay, Everton versus Newcastle. Both teams beating Manchester teams, coming up against each other now.
Yeah.
Hit me, Amir.
Big game, but there is no chance Everton is winning again. So I'm gonna go with Newcastle win.
Really? Newcastle win 2-0. I'm gonna go with the tie. Newcastle Everton 1-1. I don't know. I just feel it.
A good one.
Okay, all I could do is laugh. Tottenham versus Fulham. Is it your turn? Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
It is my turn. Actually, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okay. I will go with I'm going to give it to Tottenham. I will give Tottenham a win. I'm going to give it to them, but it's going to be, let's say, 3-1. I think they're going to respond.
I'm gonna go with a Spurs win.
2-1. Richarlison?
Yeah.
Does Richarlison start? I don't know. I think he should.
Yeah.
What a goal, by the way.
He definitely starts. Yeah.
You saw the goal?
Yeah.
Dang.
I did. We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about it because they lost. It didn't mean anything, but still, that's a pretty good goal. All right, Amir. Crystal Palace at home versus Manchester United. Hit me.
I think it will be a good game. I'm surprised there is a 7 a.m. game on a Sunday,
Oh yeah,
which
you're right. Wow.
is unusual.
What the heck? And then the other games say 9:05.
9:05, yeah. I don't know.
Something's wrong there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but I think it will be a really good game. You know what? I'll give Manchester United a win. I'm
Okay.
gonna say 2-1.
2-1. You know, I could see that, but I'm gonna go with 1-1. Crystal
Okay.
Palace, Manchester United 1-1. Okay. Aston Villa on fire versus Wolves, who have not won a single game yet. Yes, they are still 0-2-10. Aston Villa wins this all day. I'm gonna go with
2-0. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston Villa. Okay. I think we both see that Wolves is gonna get
Yeah.
relegated, probably. Okay, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. I think it's your turn.
I haven't seen a single game for Brighton this season, not gonna lie. But they beat us, right? Yeah, they did. James Milner scored a penalty kick.
Oh,
But I think this is a Nottingham Forest win from what I've seen against Liverpool. And I think they're gonna be winning games moving forward. So I'm gonna say Nottingham 3-1.
Nottingham 3-1. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with a lot of ties right now. Brighton won 2-1 against Brentford, 3-0. They're in good form. I'm gonna go with 1-1.
1-1? Okay. What?
No, nothing. Okay. West Ham versus Liverpool. I think I'm gonna cry.
Your turn. Your
I don't know. Can I
turn.
just skip it?
No.
Okay. I think there's tears in my eyes. I don't want to go with a loss, even if I'm right. I can't do it. Physically, I am making me sick. I'm gonna go with a 0-0.
Tie. You gotta go with the tie.
0-0.
Man, you guys are playing away
I know, bro.
on a Sunday at 9:05 a.m. I'm sorry, Max. At this point, I just have to predict the Liverpool loss.
No.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
West
What's the
Ham.
score?
West Ham will win 2-0. You know
Really?
what? 2-1.
2-1. Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna give you.
generous.
I'm gonna give
That's very generous. Who scores?
Ekitike.
Ekitike. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Manshi. I'll take the 2-1. I'll take the
Okay.
2-1. All right. This is the biggest game of the weekend. The last game at 11:30, Chelsea versus Arsenal. I'm gonna let you
Hey.
go first, Amir. This is the title, not title game, but it's a big game.
Yeah.
So hit me.
This is what I wish for, and I'm gonna say Chelsea.
Chelsea 3-2.
Yeah. I'm going big score. I'm going
You
with a big
think
score.
Chelsea can score 3 goals against Arsenal?
They're very chaotic. I think they can.
That's crazy. I can't do it. I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm gonna go
Come
with
on.
Arsenal. Arsenal 2-1.
Okay.
Or so I was about to say Arsenal 3-2, but then I was like, that might be a little crazy. Let's go 2-1. Let's go Arsenal 2-1. Okay. That wraps it up, Amir. That is all the games for this weekend. Yeah, and then Thanksgiving. That'll be a nice Thanksgiving Black Friday break. Yeah. Any other comments about this past weekend? Looking forward to next weekend?
I just hate that we lost to Newcastle. I'm not gonna lie. But
Why,
what can I?
listen, you're
What can I
talking to
do?
the right guy. You're talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
Because we lost 6 games in a row, so I can feel your pain. Oh man.
It's okay. Hopefully, you guys, even though I predicted you guys would lose, hopefully you guys can win.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so. All right.
I'm thinking like I'm trying to do this for your favor. If you keep losing, the quicker Arne Slot will get sacked, and maybe things will get fixed. If you
It can
keep this guy,
either go opposite. It can either be a good or bad thing. I don't. I'm
hopefully
in
you don't turn to a
favor.
Manchester United.
I'm in favor of less managerial changes. So
Okay.
I would rather be in a dip until January, if that means that we bounce back and end in 5th.
How about I give you a scenario? I know this is off topic, but let's say Javi Alonso doesn't keep his job at Real Madrid. and he's available in the market, and you guys keep losing, or like the results are not the best thing, would you take Javi Alonso? Really?
I wouldn't take Javi Alonso and expect an instant change. I would take Javi Alonso with the expectation that it's going to be a project.
Well,
And
but is he
if
a better
I'm
option?
wanting, no.
He's not.
Am I talking about the short term or the long term?
Well, at least to try to get you out from what you're experiencing right now.
He might be a good manager in the long term, but I don't think he's going to solve our problem. I think if he comes in actually in the state that we're in, he will make it worse. I think he's inexperienced to handle this kind of situation.
Can I tell you my opinion?
You think he would be good?
Anyone would be better than Arne Slot.
Bro,
at this point.
Last season you said he was gonna get fired, and then we won the league, bro. I can't trust your opinion.
I'm just thinking about, honestly, I'm just thinking about like tactics and football from what we have been seeing. I think he is far behind anyone at this point.
If you say so. If you say so.
Just my opinion. There were rumors that Ange Postecoglou could replace Arne Slot. Would you take Ange Postecoglou?
I will fly to Liverpool personally with a banner that says Postecoglou out. That's definitely the worst rumor I've ever heard.
It's the worst nightmare. Imagine going to watch Liverpool and the first game is Ange is the manager.
What's his name? Hassan Shahata has a better chance of becoming the coach than Postecoglou, bro.
That's crazy.
Okay, I think on that note we will end it there. Yeah. Before I cry on camera. Just kidding. Okay, hoping that Liverpool win and Manchester City lose next week, and Arsenal lose as well. That would be great. That would be great. Thank you guys again for another episode. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let us know what you think. We want to interact with you guys, so we want to hear from you guys and hear what team you guys support. Yeah, Amir, anything else?
No. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good, man.